certainly they envisage it to happen. The reason is the lack of the human touch. Tech may be there, but without the touch, you may not know what the tech can do.
Right.
Can I quote an example here?
Sure.
Now, I got into a flight, and I ordered for my special vegetarian meal. So flight took off, and then stewardess walked up to me and asked, so what do you want? Then I said, I have requested for a special vegetarian meal. Then after a while, she brought the manifesto and showed me and said, no, sir, your request is not there. So maybe although you have made the request to the travel agent, they have not entered it here. Said that, okay, so under the given circumstances, we'll try and do our best. But since you are continuing flying in our airline, you are taking another 2 or 3 flights, sir, the next flights, can I give you the vegetarian meal that you really need? I said, yes. She said she will make all the arrangements. Before I got off from that flight, stewardess walked up to me and gave a confirmation note, a printed note, confirming that the next flight, what I'm going to take, I'm going to get the vegetarian meal. Now, we were 40,000 feet above the sea level, and I was wondering how come that she was in position to give this assurance.
Right.
Then I asked, how is that? We were 40,000 feet above the sea level, you are giving me assurance, a printed document saying that, okay, I'm going to get the vegetarian meal. She said, Mr. Kalapuge, on board we do have a system where we could communicate things with our flight kitchen on ground. So now we found that, okay, your exact requirement had not been met. So therefore, I entered that information, did a communication with the kitchen, and they got a confirmation. They gave me a confirmation on this, so you are sure to get your vegetarian meal rest of the journey. So the point I'm trying to drive here is the tech was there, but not for her touch. I wouldn't have ever got the solution what I was seeing.
Correct. Yeah. Oh, you, I mean, often come into contact with people who are working for various business organizations when you're conducting these programs. Dhammika, now, judging by what you have seen, and how do you assess the present service levels of our country in regard to customer service?
Yes. Actually, it's not a kind of a strange subject to us, customer service, because we had been having quite a rich culture and a good religious background. It's about 2,500 years old, we had been talking about it. And the learning what we had from our culture and the religious background was nothing but treat a human being as a human being. So today, commercially, we define this as customer service, but basically it's treating a human being as a human being. Actually, we were known as quite friendly, helpful, caring nation, Sri Lanka. But over the past, what had been happening was, what I see, these values had been gradually deteriorating. Maybe with open economy, and then people are having been quite fast lives, and then, okay, rat race is there. And so probably could be owing to that these values are gradually deteriorating. As a result, treating a human being as a human being also had got neglected to some extent. So actually these are basic things. When a person walks up to you, greet, be kind, polite, smile, helpful, have enough and more patience in treating this person, fulfilling his need, be passionate about it. These are basic things.
Well, you are really the ambassador for that organization. You are representing the organization.
Exactly. So it's a common sense approach to it. There's no rocket science involved in customer service. But the problem is maybe owing to work pressure and then maybe personal problems or deadline. So we find that sometimes it's not that common. So the issue here is not that we don't have customer service in Sri Lankan organization. It is there. But it is not there in the same way all the time across the institution. So whoever is providing this service, they got to be mindful and they got to be focused and reinforce that importance of customer service and then to give it.
And I believe that is where training comes into, if I'm not mistaken. Now, how important is training, and how can training be of any use in the present context to offer the good high-level customer service that you've been talking about?
Yes, that. Now, from training, what we are trying to achieve is at the end of the day some kind of a behavioral change. That's what any training program, all what we want to do is to achieve some kind of a behavioral change. So with regard to their knowledge, skills, and attitude, those three makes a habit. So what we are trying to do is to change, modify, fine-tune habits, achieve a behavioral change from training. So what we try to do from training when it comes to customer service, to give them the basic knowledge. It's a common sense approach, but common sense, they are the most uncommon thing today. So we are trying to educate them on that. And number two is to give the kind of needed skills. Okay, you do kind of role plays and then to improve the skills. And thirdly, the most important thing is the mindset change. Giving them a feeling that how important it is, and for them to see that it comes from bottom of their heart, and to be passionate about it and then giving it. So that's what we are trying to do through training, to focus themselves, show them the importance, and to keep it at the top of their mind all the time, and then to do it. And all the organizations across the world, they are doing it. Now, if you take Singapore Airlines as an institution, in customer service they come number one in the airline trade. Now, people are being very well trained to give that, and they say flying the crew, when you recruit them, they have been trained for about 4 months, right, on board to give this service, all the flight attendants. And still for all, every 3 months, they bring them back, the crew, and they are being retrained. To have that focus, to show them the importance, and to give that service, and that's how they are flying high in the skies.
Very briefly, one final question. What is the message, the advice that you could give to any entrepreneur or a business organization?
Again, it's a common sense approach and a common sense answer that I would give you. For being born to this world as a human being, we are supposed to demonstrate our gratitude some way or the other. And I feel that only way how we could demonstrate this gratitude is serve another. So you have got a wonderful opportunity in business to be with people, to live with people, to love people, and to serve people. So use this opportunity to the best of your ability, and then serve the mankind and give this service. And by and large, it's surely going to ensure you your business growth.
Right. Thank you very much, Dhammika. It's been wonderful dialogue and very interesting conversation. Thank you very much indeed, and all the very best to you.
Thank you, Dad, for the opportunity.
With that, we conclude our program tonight, and we'll be back again in 2 weeks from today at 9 p.m. right here on Night, and do join us then. Good night.
Was sponsored by
Move Up,